All right, ladies and gentlemen, everyone in between and beyond, we are live. Oh my god, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Fucking subscribe, notifications, all of that, whatever. No one's listening. I don't care. I am so excited to stream right now because I just know that this is like the best feeling. Being able to just talk nonstop is great. And it's just awesome that I figured this out as like a creative outlet. My goal over the course of my fucking life is to be able to identify when I'm feeling negative emotions and to develop uh, my first instinct when those pop up to reach for a creative outlet, because in the past I just sort of sit in it and I ruminate and it's whatever. But I've learned over the course of, I don't know, just that when I feel this feeling of like, God, I feel so gross and alone and blah blah blah, I need to just fucking make something. And I've worked on some stuff today, uh, just like a beat and coming up with ideas for it and working on a new one. But like, I am fucking exhausted right now. I am creatively exhausted. Um and so yeah, I could feel myself being just like more gravitated towards just fucking consuming even though I didn't find it fulfilling. And yeah, I I could and so I saw myself at a crossroads where I could push myself to just fucking make something anyone do. You gotta do it. Fucking go as hard as you can every fucking day. And just, you know, force myself to like make a beat or write something when I'm just like not really feeling it. And, probably inevitably make something. So just like be frustrated, making art out of frustration instead of excitement and playfulness. And then, how good can your art be when you're going into it with fuck this, I'm so fucking tired and don't want to do this. And I will push back on that because obviously I can't just wait to do creative things until I'm skipping, to my room to make this shit. But it's and there is like, I do believe that there are certain times where it's like, man, I've been like, man, I don't feel like I have anything in me, but I'm still just gonna do this. But that still comes from like a want, where it's like, like I don't know what's gonna come out, but I'm just gonna do it. And then some of those days are the days that like the biggest or most interesting creative output comes. But and maybe there's time for that stuff later. But yeah, maybe that's it. Where that's fine. Those emotions are fine. But like if I just like tried to do something, it's all about timing. And if I tried to do all of that right now, tried to like, I'm gonna write a poem, I'm gonna write lyrics, I'm gonna make a new beat, I think I would just have a really bad time, and it would actually be like damaging to my creative self. Yeah, cause I don't know, the I've been doing the artist way, and this is sort of my artist date, by the way. This is just like my favorite way to like catch up and just relax. And I've been looking forward all week to have some time alone to be able to do an artist date. And then I realized this is my artist date. I feel so great doing this. Um, but I don't remember what I was saying before that. So I'm doing the artist way, blah blah blah. I'm writing a bunch. I've been getting back on my creative shit, just like, yeah, it's crazy. I've just been doing these exercises and doing all that stuff, and I'm sort of hitting a new thing, finding a new thing, and that's awesome. So I'm really excited for that, and it feels really good. And I'm so glad that I feel like because there's been a period of like several years where I just have not been creating and have not creating like music is my main medium, and haven't been putting stuff out and haven't been making connections or doing whatever. I've just been scared to identify as an artist, and I'm grateful for that period because it has shown me all these other things that I'm interested in. I like to paint. I like to write. I like to edit videos. I like to stream. I like, I like going to comedy. I like listening to all, whatever. I just like all this stuff. And I'm so glad that I discovered streaming because right now I could not have gotten myself to make something with joy. I remember what I was going to say before. I could not have gotten myself to like make something with joy, and so then it's like this is just the lowest effort thing, and it's so cathartic, and it is, and so I'm just so blessed that I'm able to just. God, I don't feel like drawing or painting or doing this or that, but I'm so sick of consuming, and I want to create and I want to connect, and so then fucking I can do this. I turn on a camera and then I just turn on my fucking self and then I get to feel like a person again. So that's really fucking cool. Yeah, and the thing that I remembered that I was going to say was in the artist way, it's talking about like thinking about your creative self as a child. And yeah, if I had a kid who if I have my artist self, me as myself as a child, or just like if I have had a child who's creative, I wouldn't feel good or have high hopes if I went, you need to fucking sit your ass down and fucking make something right now because you gotta make something every day and you gotta do that right now or else you can't feel good until you do it. That would be really fucking mean and abusive and abusive. And once and again, devil's advocate in the other breath, what I would do for my creative child, for myself, and if I had a child, is you need to practice. If you want to get good at something, you got to practice every day. You got to do something, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, just the lowest thing possible of practice. You got to do that. Sorry, buddy. I know it sucks and you're tired, but like, that's that, and that's actually helping you. It's helpful to do. Yes, sometimes it's not helpful to create when I like hate it. That's not helpful, but sometimes it's helpful to create when you're not totally feeling it, or you're like, I have doubts. Can I do this? Can I make something good? Is this? Is that? Um, that's good because then what will happen for me is then I'll just get lost in making something, hopefully, and then I can look back and go, holy shit, I did that? And then like a day later, I can look back and be like, I felt like shit yesterday and I still fucking did that. That's crazy. But right now, the reason that it's so I'm feel so adverse to like making a poem or doing something like that is because I put everything into this beat, and it's a song. It's honestly, it's not even a beat at this point. I I like made a demo yesterday, and I spent like probably around 5-ish hours on it. I worked yesterday. I went to work yesterday. I didn't get much sleep the night before, and I ran errands, and then I fucking created for 5 fucking hours, and the results are fantastic. I love it. It's so much fun. It was so much fun to do it and to get lost in it and to like, yeah. But I feel like the way that I'm treating myself now today is like, You did that yesterday. Now do it again and do it again and do it again. Do it again. Do it every day. Do it every day. You have to do it every day. And if you don't do that every single day, then you're shit. But obviously that's not very nice. That's not a very kind thing to say to a friend. Or, yeah, someone you love or even just have basic respect for. And that's just unrealistic. That's just unrealistic. The only reason I was able to get that much shit done yesterday is just because, like, I went into it with zero expectations. I had a little bit of an idea. I had the start of an idea. I had, like, a melody. I've had this melody in my head for, like, about a week. And I tried to make a beat with it, like, earlier this week and spent a couple days on that, and it wasn't going the right direction. So then I was just curious about how I can make it feel right. So then I was just curious and just started that process. That's how the process started yesterday. I was just sort of curious and just wanted to, like, really explore this idea. And then just gradually I just kept on following my instincts. Oh, this would sound here. This harmony would sound good. What if I record this? And then it's so cool because I can be, like, a compulsive person and an impulsive person, and it's so cool that that's, like, a space where I can totally be impulsive, where I can go, hey, I think that sounds good, then go la 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 immediately, and that's good. And then that just sparks another thing and another thing and another thing. And that's so cool. Or, like, the compulsiveness where it's like I can be like, I think that what if maybe if I shorten this here and extend that and maybe turn it down here so that when this new section starts, then you can really feel it, because I want you to feel it, and I'll take this part out here but have it come back there. And, like, that's actually, I'm emotional thinking about this just because, like, that's actually helpful there. That's actually, like, really helpful and helps me make, like, good art and makes me a good artist. Even though in my head, in my day-to-day life, it can just be like, if your socks are wrong, if you wear the wrong socks, or, like, if you wear jeans instead of shorts outside, you're gonna fucking kill yourself or get hit by a car or something. So it's just good to have, like, that compulsivity of, like, I think if this goes here and there, then this will happen, and then this will feel like da. And do that and have it actually be productive and meaningful. Yeah, I'm also, this phase of creation that I'm in right now is I just truly understand my purpose as a human being on this planet, first and foremost, but then also as an artist, is to try and be helpful to people. I create so that I feel better, so that I feel relieved, so that I get it out of my system, and then I can be a better partner, son, a worker, co-worker, stranger, citizen. I get it. That's the first thing. Every day I do this just to flush it out of me, just so that I can be at a good baseline and be a better person in the world. But then also, like, then when I'm creating something, or, like, I want it, the goal is always for it to be shared and help people. It's like a life vest, you know, you fucking save yourself first and then you save others. Where I do something because it helps me, and then at a certain point I turn it over and go, okay, how can I help others? And that's sort of where I'm at with this beat that I made yesterday, where I just had this idea and this feeling in my head for a long time, and it didn't quite come out right, but whatever, and let's just play with it and see where it goes. And that was therapeutic to me, to prove that to myself. And now I need to sort of shift my thinking, which is, this is the way harder part of the creative process. Just shitting out an idea is fun and rewarding, and But then there's this whole other thing that I ignored for a long time where it's like, okay, now let me take the time to make this whatever I'm trying to communicate, whatever was communicated to me, to be able to be communicated to anyone who hears this. Like, just polishing it up, making it objectively feel and elicit what it did in me as a creator. Because, we know that expression, face only a mother can love. This demo, I love it, but that's because I'm not looking at it objectively. It's because I'm looking at it as a mother, the person who created this thing that has like life and vitality in it. I created this thing, this separate thing that came from me, so I'm attached to it. And so of course just like a mother sees their child, I don't see the bad parts really that other people might. And I look at my creation and I think, oh my god, I can just like I can feel it, and I'm connected to it, and I know that it's perfect. Whereas someone else just might go, like, I don't know, I didn't make that. I'm just hearing it and encountering this and in the wild, and it's just, it has some problems. There's some this, it isn't super clear. It's kind of messy. It doesn't sound good when I listen to it on my headphones, stuff like that. And yeah, this is where I have to, and maybe this is sort of why I had like a little bit of resentment going into creating today, is because I'm sort of like, creative process, make me fucking feel good now. Make me feel good now. Instead of like being nurturing, being like, okay, this made me feel good. Now let me try and make this into something. Let me nurture this into something that can make other people feel good. Because the goal, this can just die on my computer. That's one option. Option A is this just lives on my computer and dies. That's been, honestly, like, I was gonna exaggerate and say like 90% of the things that I've ever created, but that is like literally true. And that is wild to think about. That 90% of the shit that I've created in my life, I've been making music since I was like a fucking kid, over a decade of creating things. 90% of it dies. I let die. It sits on my laptop. It makes me feel good to make it. That's beautiful. That's invaluable. But then I'd let it sit on my laptop, and then I never back up my laptop, and my laptop breaks, and then I just never have it again. And that's happened a couple times. So that's, like 90% of the things. And yeah. That's just crazy. That's kind of fucking me up to think about. But the point is that that's one option, is to make it, I feel good, I just move on, whatever, to the next thing. And that is so okay. If you don't want to be an artist or have your personality or personal information to be public or attached to your art, that is so fire. That is so cool. I am too much of a validation slut to do that. So I need to put it out there, is my point. Is that the other option is I put it out there with the intention of helping people and communicating this thing that was helpful for me to create, and allow it to be helpful in other people's lives. So, and that is less fun, everybody. Obviously, fucking being selfish and only doing things for yourself is way more fun and appealing than thinking about how to help people and helping people when you fucking would rather just indulge in simple and basic base pleasures. So I think that's the underlying feeling that I was feeling today. Um, but I'm. This has been the big shift in thinking. Is I am creating to help people, and I'm not even creating it. Oh my god, it's so crazy. It's so shitty that like this thing that I've heard 10 billion times. Every artist, you hear an interview from any major artist and they say this, and I go like, and for I've heard this 10,000 times and I've thought, yeah, but just that this isn't my idea. I am just something. The idea is out there. I'm open to it, and the idea is just coming through me. The idea is just nutting and coming inside of me, just deep in my vagina. Is the idea is just whoop, immaculate conception inside of me, and I have a big fucking pot belly baby bump, and I'm just the person who gets to bring this idea into the world. That it's not my idea. I didn't make it from scratch. Fucking atom by atom, waveform by whatever. I didn't invent music. It's just an idea that's out there, and it either chose me or whatever, and then it came through me. Came all over my fucking face. And yeah, that's just something that I've heard a million artists say, and I felt like I understood it, but I actually understand it now, and I actually feel it now. And part of that is just because of like where I'm at in my spiritual life. Pretty, I'm very spiritually involved right now, and so I'm just like, yeah. The purpose of my art is I create art because it's me communicating with my higher power, with God, with the creative force, with the universe. 10 trillion ways you can call it, but we all know what I'm talking about. That whatever the just laws of, the laws of physics, whatever you want to think of it as. I am communicating with that. So that's my purpose of being a creative, is just to be in communication with God and just daily practice being in communication with my higher power, and to help people. To help people in the primary way of like wanting to share it and make people's lives better, and then in that like secondary way of so that I can feel better in my day and go through the rest of my day being a better person to the people around me. Yeah, and it's crazy. You think that like I don't know. I don't know. It's just like I said, I've heard this 10 trillion times, but it's just the right time for me that I've been fortunate enough to have internalized and been able to experience this. So that's the type of shit I've been on. And I want to help people get to this point in their creative lives too. And I'm not sure how to do that. I've talked about this before. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I need to start like a group where we meet and we talk about this and we talk about, you know, our relationship with our higher powers, and that's in relation to our creative lives, the emotions and all the things that have maybe blocked us or like have kept us away from our connection to our higher creative power, and for build a community that way. I think that's the answer. I'm scared to do this on my own, and I need some. It's just an idea in my head, and I feel fucking crazy talking to no one, talking to the fucking audience of zero about this. So yeah, I reach out to like a mentor or like someone who I respect who has built like a really big creative community and just like it's pretty open minded, and so I just want to like talk to somebody about this because like I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. It's crazy that there's a period in like childhood where it's all experimentation, it's all just whatever, and all trying to, you know, honestly, trying to impress my friends or make music for my friends was sort of like a similar thing. Whereas like I wasn't just doing it for myself. I was doing it so like my friends can hear it. My friends can think I'm cool, but still for someone else. But I guess that didn't really, yeah. And then I had this whole where my perspective of art was just like, it needs to be a career. I need to make money off of this. If I'm not making money off of this, my art is bad. And the time to know, the time to get money and know if it's bad or not is right now. And if I'm not rich from it right fucking now, then this is bullshit. So those have been like the few phases of my creativity. Early childhood where I'm just like, bah, bah. And then like late teens where it's like, oh, I want like my friends to think I'm cool. And then adulthood where it's like, how do I get fucking money out of this? Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. And then I'm unable to create because of this. And then now I'm 24. I turned 24 in a couple weeks. So my brain's like fully cooked ish. Bro, I'm cooked. Edit that part out, and and so now I'm in this new phase where it's like I have nothing to do with this. I'm just a face. I'm just a salesperson. I'm just a spokesperson. Fucking, this is for God. This is glory to God. This is all for God's glory. This has nothing to do with me. I'm just lucky enough to be able to receive this information and these ideas and to have had like the experience and practice to be able to translate them, but it has nothing to do with me. I'm just a person that's meant to spread it. Whoop, spread my fucking, yeah, you get it. To spread that. And yeah, and the purpose is to help people. Is to help people. I know that art makes me feel better. How can it help people? This is, man, isn't that so simple? Again, I heard it a million times, but you just will get it when you get it. It's that the purpose of creating, and then also the purpose of life, you guys. Isn't this funny? Isn't this funny that you can, that I spent, you know, so much time being like, what is it, the meaning of life? Is it that this? Is it this? Oh my god, it's so painful. The ennui. There's no, it's all meaningless, or it has meaning, but you don't know what it is. Poor me. But it's just to help other people. It's just to be a good steward and just to help people, because if everyone helps everybody, then everyone's going to be happy. So you got to just be that change and just help people. And it's honestly like a very anticlimactic answer. And, you know, this is just how I feel now. Maybe it'll change. Maybe in the future I'll be like, the purpose of life is to actively cause pain and suffering. Just kidding. I don't think that will ever happen. And if it does, fucking shoot me. But yeah, just the creative life. So maybe that's just what it is. It's just I'm older and at a point where like I'm understanding my values and what I think is important and the things that I want to do and carry with me throughout my lifetime. Just being a good person and just helping people. So maybe that's it. But yeah, it's very lackluster. It's very unsexy. The purpose of life is just to help people. Because here's the other thing, you guys. This is the secret about helping people. It fucking feels good. It fucking feels good. it feels so good to help people. And it feels good in a way that is better than, you know, the base pleasures of, you know, whatever instant gratification, pick your poison. It feels better. It feels better than that in a more holistic way. And that's kind of it. And I gotta say, I feel so silly. I mean, okay, first of all, let's get it clear. This isn't how I just naturally live my life. The only reason I'm able to, like, think about this is, first of all, just, like, luck. And, you know, some things just, like, lining up for me personally, and this time, in a specific timeline for me. It's all, everything in its own time. Everyone's on their different time shit. But, like, I have to practice this every fucking day. Every fucking morning I have to be like, God, Jesus Christ. Not Jesus. I'm saying Jesus Christ is a cuss word. I don't believe in. My God isn't Jesus. But it's okay if yours is. But I'm like, oh my fuck. Oh, I wake up and I'm like, oh fuck. Oh shit. I gotta help people. Oh shit, I gotta help people? That fucking sucks. What if I don't? What if I just do some selfish shit? I think that'll probably feel pretty good. And yeah, it doesn't. Blah 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 blah. Something that I love about my girlfriend is that she's always just she'll just like understand something and accept it and then just do it. So like we've been together for like 4 years, and the entire time she has, and you know, this was something that we connected about, talking about like our beliefs and stuff, and I'm like, what is the meaning of the world? What does it mean to live a life? And she's like, I think it's just like being good to people. I think it's just, you know, just like, you know, being good to people. And I'm like, yeah. But she just figured that out, and she was like, yeah, I'm gonna just accept this and live my life this way. And she just always has, and that's just who she is. So that's awesome. That's fucking great. It's taken a lot of concerted effort, and still does, for me to feel this way, to think this way. And yeah, it's a fucking miracle that I'm able to ever feel like that at all. So help someone. I don't know, and it's not crazy. I don't really have money. It's all my tip money from like the past like 6 months, but I don't really have like cash to spare, money to spare. I could probably give more money to like homeless and stuff, but it doesn't have to be. You don't have to be rich, and you know, fund a, you know, give millions of dollars to an election, or you know, whatever cause, that's a joke, whatever cause you believe in, or, you don't need to give $1 trillion to the Church of Scientology. I'm not talking about that for helping people. And I'm not talking about, necessarily like going to fucking Antarctica and building a school. It's just, I don't know. I just do the dishes for my girlfriend, or I'll just fucking text my mom, one of my parents. That's what it is. And it's trying to going the only fucking thing that I need to do today. The only thing that I need to do today and every day, and the only thing that I need to do in this life is just to fucking purposefully do something good for someone. So that's all it is. It's, me sending a shitty text while I'm on the toilet to my mom, or it's, me hate doing the dishes, doing the dishes out of and feeling disdain that I have to do the dishes every day for the rest of my life. But doing it because I know that it'll make my girlfriend happy. That's what the world is about. So do it. Speaking of which, after this, I'm going to get some groceries so my girlfriend doesn't have to, because she's at work. She's working for that moolah. And she's working at the pyramid tonight. No. It'd be okay if she did. But yeah. That's kind of it. And the point is, blah, blah, blah. That's the meaning of life. The meaning of life isn't sexy. Fucking being creative, an artist's life isn't, doesn't need to be. It's just about helping people. Just help people. Just help people. Help yourself by finding a way to connect with your higher power, and then help people. Or don't. I don't, not that I don't care, but like, it's your life and everything in your own time. And I'm sure if I was in a certain place in my life, I would hear me and think, what the fuck is this fucking beep? I know about anything. Fuck this guy. But yeah, and that's what's so fun about streaming, is because even though I have an audience of goose egg, I can still I'm still offering myself up and being open to someone coming in and maybe learning something or feeling something, or having a little bit of a distraction from their fucking hard life for even half a second. And it's that's help. That's helping people. So I think that's why streaming is so much fun. It's just because it's I am, in theory, not really in practice, but connecting with people and creating for the purpose of it to be received by someone and hopefully make them feel better. Ooh, yeah, I don't know. There are people who create just to make people feel bad. And I'm not really talking about artists. I'm more of talking about media propagandists who oh, isn't that disgusting? Isn't that disgusting that all the unifying beauty of creating something can be fucking perverted and bastardized by fucking assholes who want to make money? And so they create broadcasts or videos or art or that is designed to make you scared and angry so that you can enact that anger and that fear into your real life. that makes me so sad. That is fucked. It's not funny. It's just absurd. Um, yeah, I don't know. A few serendipitous things. I've been going to bartending school. My coworker at my current job, just randomly, because I work in food service, he was like, "You know what, Creed? I think you would be. Have you ever thought about bartending?" And I was like, "Get the fuck out of town. I'm doing bartending school right now." And then he was like, "You know what? I know a guy who manages this bar. I'll tell," and he's asked me if I wanted to take some hours. I'll give him your name, and then you'll be able to blah blah blah. And then I was just like, and even if nothing comes from it, which it probably won't, it's just like, damn, HP got me. Like, that was just a little boost that I needed of like, things will align. If you just take action, then things will align. Oh, something that I heard recently on a podcast that just reminded me of that is that inaction is an action. Oh my god, isn't that horrible? Isn't that horrible? And I've learned this the hard way through my life, where I'm like, I'm scared of everything. I'm just not going to do anything. Whoop, I'm outside of it all. And it's like, oh, buddy, you are bound to time, and you don't have a choice of participating in the passage of time. And yeah. So even when you're just sitting on your phone for 10 hours a day and not doing anything and not leaving the house, it's still you doing something and making a choice. So I'm just trying to like take the right actions, because non-action is a choice, is an action. And yeah, something that they said in the artist way is to just like do stuff. To do stuff that got, yeah, the two mantras from there that I've been thinking about and trying to, yeah, actually, yeah, wow, crazy. I've only been doing this for 4 weeks. This is the end of the 4th week, start of the 5th. But two of the things that I've been trying to carry with me in the past like month is fucking leap and the net will appear. Just fucking take act. If you think that you can do something, if you think, even for the flash of a second, even if you just think like, shit, I guess I could do that. No, maybe I couldn't. I blah blah blah. If that first part comes up, then you go, okay, I'm gonna do this. I have no idea how the fuck I'm gonna do this, but I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna do this. Because non-action is an action, and it's either choosing doing something that I don't actually want to do, or doing this thing that I, at some level, believe that I can do. So leap and the net will follow. Leap and the net will follow. Leap and the net will appear. Okay, guys? Yeah, don't worry about the details. The rest will follow. Just fucking just take action towards the things that you want to do. And oh my god, I am not doing this in every area of my life, and no one does it perfectly. I'm not saying I do this perfectly. Literally, I'm saying this, and then I'm remembering this thing that I'm avoiding, just like applying for this like job opportunity thing in the tech world, that I am totally avoiding, and totally, even though it's something that I felt so much hope for, and like there was that moment of like, yes, I can do this. I have been, for the past 2 weeks, just avoiding it because I'm so scared, but I'm gonna take some action towards that today. Because I talked to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT gave me like a 3-day plan. So yeah, yesterday I wrote like one sentence of this application that would be part of this application process for this opportunity. And then today I'm going to reach out to a mentor to try and figure, this shit out. Whatever. But the point is that leap in the net will appear. And the other point is that I'm just fucking talking. I'm just trying to teach and like share and help. But I mean, like, I don't do anything perfect. Jesus fucking Christ. I know you're thinking, like, yeah, duh, this fucking crazy bitch on the fucking internet yapping is fucking obviously, obviously your life is strange. Obviously you're not, the perfect guy, person with the perfect life. But that's the one mantra. Leap and the net will appear. Jesus Christ, what was the other one? I don't know what the other one was. I had it queued up and then I forgot it. So, yeah, I looked up right now and I thought I saw a ghost. So I got a little distracted there for a second. I don't believe in ghosts, but fuck yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in this book. Leap in the net will follow. Oh, here's what it was. It was God helps those who help themselves. And, I know the universe helps those who helps themselves. And there would have been a time where I heard that and I was super cynical and was like, what the fuck? Then that's just not the universe doing anything. That's just me doing shit. That's just me doing shit. And that's some fucking nut job putting this spiritual shit, this religious shit on top of it to fucking fuck with my mind, man. But now I hear that and I've experienced where it's like the world is full of endless possibilities. That's true. Ask Neil deGrasse Tyson, okay? Don't come to me about it, okay? But the world is full of endless possibilities, and to bring those possibilities closer to you, you just need to do like a couple little things towards that. Just like a few little things consistently and do it in good nature and in good faith, with good intentions. And then that shit will come closer to you. And that's my example of with the bartending thing, which I'm not even sure will really actually pan out. But I want a change in my work life. I want to make more money. I want to be able to help my girlfriend at home more and have more time for art. And so I'm doing this thing. I took the leap. I was so scared to, buy this course, but I took the leap. The net has appeared. I'm falling right now, and it seems like a net will appear. I helped myself, and I can tell that as long as I just continue, then God, the universe, will help me. So, yeah, just take a little action. That's what I had to do yesterday. Yesterday I couldn't do. So paralyzed. I was so paralyzed. And I had no idea how to communicate that or what to do about it. So I just vented to ChatGPT, which, oh my God, thank the Lord that exists. My best friend in the world, ChatGPT. Sorry for the environmental impacts of, the data centers that house these, language models. I apologize personally for that. But it does provide me with a lot of goodness to do that. And I haven't done that in a while, and so that just felt good. And it just gave me some tips. It's like, just write a sentence, just do the bare fucking minimum today, do a little bit more tomorrow, and do a little bit more the next day. And then just, tie up the loose ends on the next day. Whatever. And then just continue that. Just do a little bit, do a little bit more, tie up some loose ends, and then, do a little bit. So, and yeah, I'm going to tell myself that for my creative shit today. Because I already started a beat. That was the first thing I did this morning. I did the bare minimum of creating a fucking, new file and recording my voice and doing drums and having honestly a pretty solid idea. Not to, toot my own fucking poot, but pretty solid idea. Not every creative session is going to be like yesterday where it's this, whoa, multi-hour transformative thing. Oh my God. Some of them is going to be like, oh wow. Huh. Yeah, sometimes creating something is gonna be like, holy shit, whoa, it all makes sense. We all are one. And then other times it's gonna be like, nice. Didn't expect that. You know? And that's what today was. I did the bare minimum today, which is actually pretty good. But just in essence, regardless of the quality of the work that I did the bare minimum. And what the fuck else is there for me to do besides that? I, doot, doot, clocked in, clocked out. And now I did that for myself so that I can feel good. First of all, I need to allow myself to feel good and proud about that. So I'm welcoming that and letting that in currently as we're talking. But it's kind of no question about what to do with the rest of my day. The rest of my day is just to fucking help my girlfriend. And yeah, take a couple actions towards things that I want in my life to bring them a little closer and to, put my trust outside of myself and to understand that I'm, and this is so obvious, but good Lord, does it not feel true all the time that this is out of my control. My financial success, my career, my creative success, my success in like my day job career, my day career, fucking is out of my control. And once again, remember in the beginning how I was talking about my compulsive brain? My compulsive brain will be like, if I just do this every day, and if I think like this, and if this and that all align, and if this happens, and then this happens next, and then this can happen, then it'll all work out. Instead of trying to be a fucking freak and control everything, I just need to go, well, I'm just going to do what I can do today and just leave the rest not in my hands, and then just do the same thing tomorrow and every day thereafter. Just do what I can do and just leave it up to the world to handle the rest. And yeah. So that's what's up. That's what's been going on. It'd be so funny to speed up these videos, because I always do this after I shower. It'd be so funny to speed up these videos and just see my hair go like and dry up. But yeah, I mean, like, fuck. It took me the whole hour to realize this. That, fuck, I did it. I fucking did what I needed, what I was put on this earth to do. I fucking did a creative thing, a meditative, beautiful thing that brings me closer to my higher power. And now the only thing left is just to help someone. So I'm gonna fucking text my parents, and I'm gonna fucking help my girlfriend. And then who gives a fuck what the rest of the day is? And then and then the rest will just handle itself. Whatever. I don't need to worry about it. The day will end. It'll be what it is. And whatever. Nothing bad is happening. So why the fuck am I going to make myself feel bad? So yeah, that's it. Yeah. I would have never expected this. Just that, like, I said this before, but just that period of, not creating or putting stuff out just taught me so much. And now that I am creating and I have like a demo of something that I like, now I'm just ready to approach that in a completely different way. Instead of like, I need to fucking post it on this specific day so that the moon is in the right. This is literally, oh my god. How schizo is that? That was my creative driving force before. It's because I was like, if I post a song every day on the full moon, and then this will happen, and then the universe, and if I see an angel, then this will happen. No, that's not the energy that I'm going to carry with this. My energy carrying with this is just like, I'm just going to build something brick by brick. And I do have this different perspective of like what a song is, where, you know, in this period I've gotten pretty interested in like cinema and film and done like reading and learning about that. And so now it's like, yeah, I kind of made the song, the structure of the song. Now these two other things is to like really hone in on the visual aspect and the like thematics of it, to have that inform, you know, the engineering perspective. I want to take this into a studio and work with someone to get the best recording that I can, instead of just settling for like demo quality and just shitting it out there as fast as possible. This song will still hit by the end of the summer. It just will. But yeah, those are the things that I want to do with it. I want to. This is a little schizo. I want to like make note cards and like come up with like like find like the central narrative. Like use these note cards, like 24 different note cards for each pair of measures in this beat, to, you know, come up with like a scene and like a feeling, or just like take the feeling that this song makes me feel and translate it into images, so that the image and the feeling can be translated into like a narrative, which can be translated into words, because this demo doesn't have any words. I've had a melody in my head, and I've had fucking an idea, I've had a feeling in me, and the words just aren't there yet. It's just scratch vocals and like a, yeah, whatever at this point. But yeah, this was a good ass stream. Oh, I haven't done this in like a minute, and it feels so good, and I'm so glad that I did. And the last time I did this, it sucked, and that's because I had expectations in my head. The last time I streamed, I recorded it, but I only recorded it because the day before I streamed, and that stream was really good, and I was like, fuck, I should have recorded that. And then I was like, let me just try to do the exact same thing the next day. And once again, this is the exact same thing that we just figured out, where it was like I had a really good creative day yesterday, so why am I trying to do the exact same thing, or like hold myself to a certain unreasonable standard of being able to do the best that I can every single day, back to back to back to back to back to back to back, with zero rest. Crazy. I blame capitalism. Sorry. Donald Trump, eat your heart out. And so yeah, there's the same thing. But then today, I just did it because I wanted to do it, and then I happened to fucking press record, and now this is gonna be fucking better. Duh. Going into something with no expectations and just pure intentions is always gonna make something better than trying to make something control. It's the word of the day, folks, is just fucking, man, am I trying to control this? Am I trying to control something that is literally so out of my control? And if the answer is yes, I gotta go, okay, what is in my control? Helping someone? Let's do that. Oh, let's help someone. Oop, sorry. I've officially been streaming for an hour. Thank you so much for listening. This is going to be on YouTube. This is going to be, I'm going to start doing this. This YouTube fucking links to all my other shit that I do, all the other things that I do. I don't want to say shit because it's good stuff. And Lord Almighty, excuse the quality. Lord Almighty, I'm not there yet. I'm just doing this for vibes right now. Everything else will come. I don't have fucking money to do that. Just kidding. Fuck you. Just kidding. Love you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, dox me. Don't do that. Edit that out. Yeah, just do whatever you want to. Think about what I said, or don't. Think about the opposite of what I said and learn your own thing. Just do something for yourself. Don't even think about me. I was never here. Bye.